Hi, I'm Tom Jarris, and welcome to Wine 101. We're live here, Frankie,
from the Park Avenue Wine Bar in beautiful Barrington, Illinois.
Yeah, and we've got a birthday girl with us, Melissa or Missy. Which one do you prefer?
Now that I'm turning 39 again, I prefer Melissa.
Okay,
But I've
beautiful.
got family and friends that have known me a long time here.
I like that 39 again crap, don't you?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, my wife's
she looks good for her
My
age.
wife's been
So much.
27
She's
for
beautiful.
a long time now, so I know it works. And the pinker disappeared and had someone fill in as her birthday present, which is awesome.
Well, that's
thank you.
well,
It is
there
her
he is
birthday.
talking from the
he's off on
side
the
stage,
angle.
off on the angle.
It's the peanut
Indeed.
gallery.
But you know, I thought we talked today about what do you do when you open a bottle of wine at home, you can't finish it.
I put it on the car seat and drive around town and see what happens.
Yeah, is that what you do? What do you do, Missy?
Well, it's really a rare occasion that is not
Well,
finished
I
at
like
our
that
house.
answer the best. But you know,
Which is why we opened a wine bar.
Drink a lot of wine.
that's perfect.
But we actually had the little vacuum, guys.
Okay.
Vacuum
I'm sorry, that
right?
might not have been appropriate.
we call it vacuuming, you know, sucking the air out, you know, the
hand
vacuuming,
movements for
the vacuuming.
podcast. But
Oh, everything's fine.
yes, we had a vacuum system. It actually disappeared and now resides here, I believe. So I can't
Okay.
count on fresh wine. Stick a cork in it.
Well, you know, that's what a lot of people do. They stick the cork in the bottle and they leave it on the
You
counter.
gotta refrigerate it.
So that
and
so
then warm it up.
So let me explain to you what really goes on when you do that. You know, wine sits in an air-free environment. It's got a little air in there when they put the cork in, and when you pop that cork, wine goes into the bottle, and oxygen are harmful to wine. They're good. They're good while you're consuming the wine starts opening up, especially if it's a younger wine. It helps to soften the tannins and open the wine up so it's got great flavors. But for an older wine, you may pop the cork and once the air and oxygen get to it, you may be talking 5-10 minutes sometimes.
Right.
So you have to consume it. So if you leave the bottle sit there overnight, what's happened is the air is starting to work on the wine and it's starting the process of turning the acid into vinegar, really.
Right.
Slowly. So you've got some options. The best option is finish the bottle, you know? Maybe be a little hungover the next morning, but what the hell, you know?
It's never
Enjoy
gonna
it.
be the
Enjoy
same.
it while it's at its optimum. If you choose not to do that, you were on something about talking about vacuuming and basically, you know, sucking the air out of the bottle. And that's one of the options. The most important thing is to refrigerate the bottle, because when you get the bottle chilling, it slows the process, the chemical reaction down in
Even
a
reds.
major way.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely,
the thing. People
with
don't.
any wine.
No, it's okay. Stick it in the refrigerator, then take it out and let it warm up.
Right. I mean, there's nothing worse than opening a good bottle of wine and dumping it out the next day.
Right. When it was good
have you ever done
hours
that?
ago.
I have. Sometimes it's not so, no, usually we drink it. Or
Yeah.
you could share with friends.
Right.
But if you have to save it, some of them don't keep quite as well. But the refrigeration, I think, is absolutely...
Other options?
I had one of those before. There's either a container that you can turn
Put the
upside
inert
down,
gas?
put the inert gas in
yeah.
there,
Right.
and then you cork it
And
afterwards.
then you cork it,
Right.
and that works. You know, some people will say the gas affects the flavor of the wine. Some people say when you use a vacuum and you suck out the air, it sucks out some of the chemical and acid of the wine. You can actually see the bubbles popping up a little bit in the wine when you do that. Another
That's
option.
the best thing is the thing that you have up at For Wine Lovers.
Well,
which is,
if you have an inert gas system and you open the bottle and you put the top in right away and it pushes out
we've
the
tried
wine with
Displaces
gas.
it
It
afterwards.
displaces so there's no air in there.
they do sell home versions of that. They're
They
a little
do.
less.
Right.
They do. Something else you can do is you can decant the bottle into a smaller bottle. Save a half bottle.
Right.
And then you pour it into the half bottle, put the cork back in there, and then put it in the refrigerator.
Why?
These are-
Because it's less air.
It's less air. It's less air. So these are all little tricks you can do if you choose not to finish the bottle. If you open a second bottle, you can't finish it. It's a shame when you buy it, you spend good money on a nice bottle of wine and you're not able to finish it. Wish this champagne, you're screwed no matter what you do.
Just drink the champagne.
It. Doesn't do any good. Put a little inert gas in there, that'll help it, won't it?
If there's any
Try and
champagne
suck
left,
out the
yeah,
suck the air out.
I use it as cooking wine.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Actually, we do use as cooking wine, not
Right.
champagne as much. I try to finish that, but
If there's any left,
if there's any left, but also if it's not so good for drinking, but it's okay. But I think the cooking wine thing is a lot of people, like for a while they would like sell cooking wine.
Right.
It's like you don't want to cook with something you wouldn't
Some salty
drink.
Yeah.
If it's not so tasty to drink anymore the next day, it's okay to cook with it. But beyond that, if it's kind of yuck,
Yeah, it's vinegar.
why do you want to
Yeah.
put that in
Yeah.
your food?
Right.
So yeah. I
So the
agree.
bottom line is, if you have nothing, stick it in the back of the refrigerator,
That's right.
and it will slow the oxidation
cork
process.
and stick it back, yeah.
And if it's a red wine, then the next day pull it out half hour before you're going to serve it. Let the temperature slowly start to rise to where it's palatable to your enjoyment. So first off, cheers, happy birthday.
Thank you very
Happy
much.
birthday.
It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you.
That's it for this week's edition of Wine 101. I'm Tom Jarris from ForWineLovers.com and the International House of Wine and Cheese. Our
sorry.
guest.
And our
Melissa
guest.
Berry, Park Avenue
Berry.
Wine Bar.
And I'm Frank, the Internet Wino. See you next time.
Cheers.